this is Falcon Raptor here to show you a quick demonstration on how to use the Cargo Teleporter mod. I have two different things to show here. So here is a quick drill head. Actually, we don't need that. So you just got a drill head with an antenna and a Cargo Teleporter, and that is set to teleport over here. And if you can see, so these two are named the grid names. The antennas are configured to show those. So there's the drill head and the cargo. The cargo is real simple. It's just the antenna and the cargo container. So this would be like attached to your base. And then over here, how you configure the cargo teleporter is you tell it what grid, if you're going to go use the antenna system, which we are right now because it doesn't use subgrids at the moment, and you tell it what block you want to teleport to, which is the exact name of that cargo container. So if I come over here to cargo, it would be a copy of that name over here and plop it in, which just see, and then it'll tell you that it's source empty, which means there's nothing to teleport at the moment. But if I say turn on these drills, it'll still say source empty. But if you look, well, yeah, see, now it says there's some in the target inventory and some in the source inventory, and you can see the ice from the drills is being pulled into the cargo teleporter and teleported away, and that is using the drain all function of the cargo teleporter. And the filter mode doesn't actually, it's not used at the moment, so just ignore it because this is based off a sorter. And there's some bugs that need to be worked out, but for the most part this works. So now it's teleporting all that ice, which I could probably even reverse this piston head. Actually, it's probably a static grid. Yep, there we go. So now we can see 22,000, 40,000 ice all being teleported all at once. And if you come over here, you can see this is going up at the same time. Now I'm gonna, and it only works as long as the antennas are in range. And I wanted to use this for the next test, so let's see if we can get some more ice later. So that's the simple usage, is just teleporting stuff around between multiple grids. So it's great for, actually, why is it nighttime? It was not nighttime earlier. There we go. It's great for like mining vehicles, like for PAMs and stuff like that. There is a small grid version. It just looks like that. So it does use a large conveyor port. There's no small conveyor port type, but it's great to slap on like a medium cargo container. So now what I will do is I will tell this one, instead of teleporting to that cargo, I will tell it to teleport to this cargo container right here, which would be something you'd have set up for like a mining vehicle. So the vehicle would come over, connect. This is just a normal sorter just to drain into this cargo. And then from this cargo, because the filters on the teleporters are not used, I'm using conveyor sorters here to separate out the ores to go to that container and the components to go to that container. And so if I actually real fast, so I can use this connector 2, I can copy that, come over here to the drill head, change the target to that, and then what is the same grid is the name of this grid because reasons. So same, if I could spell grid. So now that when it gets stuff should teleport to this connector and go across, and I did toss some H2O to the gens for the ice. So now let's see if we can get some ice. some more ice. Let's see. Yep. So it's getting ice, and it is teleporting it around. So if you look here, it's going into the connector, and then from the connector, it's going into, I think it's this container. Yes. And then from that container, where's the control panel on this sorter? I might have to add ice to this. Oh, no, I just had to turn on drain all. So now you see it's coming into this conveyor sorter, and then it should be going into here. The way we can verify that is if, nope. Oh, duh. Drain all really needs to be on. That's the main thing. So I just forgot to turn it on here. And so now you see the ice is coming over here, going into here, and then from here, the cargo should be connected to these. So this is how you can use it to not have as many conveyor connections in your base, is just use it as like a sorting teleporting system, because then you can put teleport your ice to your H2O2 gens and store your hydrogen right there, away from any other explosives in the cargo, especially because of Warfare 2. The only thing is gas does not go over the teleporter, so that is one, I guess, reason not to use it. But for just normal mining like this, it's great. Here, I think I even have so like this, the PAM's auto miner. And then if we wanted to, we could even, I hadn't looked at this before right now, but so we could just remove that, pop this on right there, and then say configure it. It uses 500 kilowatts on small grid and 1 megawatt on large grid, and that's just a constant thing. So I want connector 2, right? Yep. So now, if I come over here and just turn on my drills, I'm getting ore, and if I go back to teleporter and turn on drain all like I really should have, now it says connected, inventory 46%, and wow. Yep, it is teleporting, so I can actually just do that. The range on this antenna is 5 kilometers. So let's boost the range on this one. 5 kilometers, and eventually, when that gets down to like stone, we'll start seeing stone in this connector and sorted out through all the teleporters. And you can have, because it's teleporting to, well, actually it doesn't matter. You can have as many teleporters as you want going to or from a container. At the moment, I think only 2 is working, but that's most of the time anyways. So like something like this makes it so that your miner would only have to come back to recharge. And if you run on like uranium or hydrogen, where you have a lot more power than just batteries, you don't even have to recharge. And it goes as far as antenna range goes. So right now antenna range is 5 kilometers, so it'll keep teleporting until it goes past 5 kilometers, then it'll stop. And it does work with laser antennas, which is even better, because then you can have like some of these drills set up on a bunch of ore patches, go to like a central base, and then go up into the cloud, because it'll antenna chain. And what I mean by that is basically if these two antennas couldn't see each other, but there was another antenna right there, which, let's prove that. So that is 15 and 20. So basically this antenna needs to be 20. Drill head would need to be 20. Oh, see, disconnected, which means they're not in range. And this I actually need a battery. And then I can do that, and then that can be 5,000 and just be static grid, which has cargo. Oh. I'm not really one for tutorials, but there. So see, now I should see cargo and drill head. And if I come over here and control panel likes to hide from me. Tell this to instead go to cargo. And we can go over to cargo and look at the inventory. That should. Oh, because I also need this name. So we see that's at 522. We come back to this grid. Change that. So that says that the teleporter is empty, and this is now at 532. So drill head and cargo, and then if I turn off this antenna, they cannot see each other. Well, I can't even see them, but that's what antenna chaining does. Is it does the overlapping spheres from the antennas, allows you to get stuff farther. So like even right now, see, I don't even see them. Whereas if I turn this on, there we go. Now I can see cargo and drill head, both. So it's just a way of getting better antenna range, and you can do the same thing using laser antennas, which have a lot bigger range, I think. So like that's 50,000, and then this is infinite range, as long as you have line of sight. So you can have a base on Earth, teleport up to a space station or something, and have a base on the moon, so you can get gold and silver if you're using like one of those ore mods that hides the ores on different planets, something like that. Lots of ways of using this. Like I said, at the moment, I think it's just limited to teleport 2, but here is a very quick example. Okay, maybe not quick anymore. A example of how it works. That's just Tapley drilling away. Hey, look, it's even kicking out stone. Which means that the refineries should have turned on. Yep, see? So the miner never has to come back and dock, at least until it runs low on power. But it just means you can build miners and other transport ships with less cargo if you're just going to teleport it somewhere. So maybe I'll have to make a fleet of PAM miners that use this just because. I don't know. It's an idea. So that's a quick overview of how it works and what you can do with it. There are more features to come soon. This is just the first version. I originally took a similar mod and updated it. So there was already a mod, but it didn't work. So I updated it, made it more efficient, and made it work. And this is the result. Now it's time to add features. And see you next time.